She has a one Friday.
No, like,
She was sleeping in bed.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm staring at it, and I just started screaming. She was staring at it. And then I go,
You've just seen it all the
and I just sit there.
L-A-Y.
And then I start screaming. She's like,
L-A-Y.
But I didn't.
Oh,
It
it
was
was
so
so
different.
I'm staring at her, and I go, ah, she goes, she sits there for like 5 seconds,
Glitter.
and then she goes, she's like, oh, wait, why didn't I do that? Yeah, I did.
Oh, 1 minute left.
It was like 0.3 seconds. It wasn't exactly. Was it like? Was it like?
Oh, you want this one?
Okay.
No.
Yes.
No. That's not what happened. I was believing it.
I was sitting there, I did it.
Are we
Yes,
supposed
I
to?
actually was
Mr.
I
Bean song.
This is number 9.
Because I was trying
This is
to.
great, she got
And then you like spill your milk on the floor.
That's on your kitchen.
This morning.
It's really, I think it's,
What was orange?
it's yellow.
We're drinking coffee. Yeah.
You guys were doing something.
I didn't feel like boo, and I'm like, I thought you were trying to scare her. Like,
So I saw
I
it. I told her to kiss me. I'm good. Not saying that, I just.
Why am I like a python? Ew. Stop that. It's not normal face. Why are you talking about this?
So it looks like most of you have finished with all the questions. So let's just stay in your spot for now while we go over them. But I'm going to call you from my note cards. So the first question, what is the setting of the story? Time and place. Hannah, Brittany, and Grace.
Many years ago by the sea.
Many years by the kingdom by the sea, right? That you said that.
Wait, you were gonna say that. What did you
Where does it say that?
Says it in the first 2 stanzas.
Yep, the first 2 stanzas. Did everybody have that? Question 2. Why did the seraphs of heaven covet the narrator and Annabelle Lee? So covet meaning to envy or to desire. James and Amber.
Well, we put because they had strong overdose.
They had such a strong love. And that word covet, you see the definition that says envy. What could be another meaning of envy? Have you ever heard the expression green with envy? Yeah, they hate him so much that they're jealous, right? Have you ever heard of that? Green with envy meaning jealousy. So the angels, guys, are y'all paying attention?
Yes.
So the angels are so jealous that they have this love that nobody else has. Question 3. How old do you think these characters are at the beginning of the poem? So at the beginning of the poem. Sammy and Luna. Yeah, they start out really young, right? And then their love grows as they do. 4. How did Annabelle Lee die? Isabel and Kaylee.
We didn't really know, so we just said they kidnapped her.
Well, her body was taken, but how did she die?
Really say so.
Yeah, it doesn't really say. You kind of have to make a guess. Anybody else? Did you guys put Hannah?
Tuberculosis.
Why that?
Because like, she got really sick
and then he brought us home, they were, and then there's the chilling wind.
The chilling wind, right?
And
Yeah. So it doesn't exactly say, but we can guess like tuberculosis or pneumonia or something like that. What happened to her body? Mom was an Angelica.
You got put in that one thing, you gotta say it.
Sepulcher?
The
Yep. In that line it says the High Kingsman, that's another word for like her family took her.
Oh.
So her family took her and put her up in that. And in the fourth and fifth stanzas, what emotion do you think the narrator is exhibiting? Logan and Henry.
Sadness.
Sadness, yeah, why?
She died.
Yeah, the love of his life just died, right? How does the what words from these stanzas support your answer in question 6? So what words can you pull out that show that he was so sad? Cameron and Fozia. Number 7. What words from the stanzas support your answer in number 6?
Wait, stand is like the one there.
Yep.
Okay, so he describes his love, he's like, we loved with a love that was more than love, so he kind of goes back that, I love that to be really, but.
And then he also says, if you look, it says, yes, that was the reason, as all men know. So he's kind of, not only is he sad, he's kind of mad, he's sarcastic about it. Number 8. How does the narrator overcome his grief at the end of the poem? Abdul Lucas. Yeah, he lays by her on the side of her tomb, right? And then you think this is a romantic poem? Andrew and Emma.
We put both romantic and sad because it has a lot of love, but it ends in death.
So it could be considered romantic, maybe the first part of it, right? And then it kind of has that twist at the end that you aren't really expecting. That's what makes Edgar Allan Poe so unique. Did you guys like Annabelle Lee? A good poem to start out with. Has some suspense. Well, you guys can head back to your seats. Good job, Matt. And the next poem we're going to be doing is The Bells, which is right on the next page. Should be page 201. So before we start out with this poem, you guys can all be facing forward. I would suggest, while you take notes and answer these questions, make sure you have your name and then the date. So today is 4/7, because in the end, when you turn in your poll folder, it'll just be easier for me to grade everything that has a date on it, so we know when you completed it. And if you want to save paper and just maybe draw a line under, and then write the title of the poem, you can do that. If you want to date your next set of notes, The Bells. And to start out with this poem, we're just going to do a free write, so a couple minutes. So, the free write question is, are there certain sounds that you have emotional reactions to when hearing them? So, for example, whenever I hear keys jingling, I always think my mom is nearby, because when I was really little, I would always hide in the clothing racks at stores. So my mom always just kept her keys on her hands, and she does it to this day. So whenever I hear keys jingling, I always am like, oh, my mom's nearby. Or I always just have that first emotional reaction to, where's my mom? So think if there's any certain circumstances where you have an emotional reaction to sounds. And then you're going to write a few sentences on it. And then you hear thunder or lightning. You get queasy feelings, you hate storms, something like that. And you have a really strong emotional reaction to a certain sound. You look like you have something to say.
Yeah, like when extra laughter, I love.
So that emotional reaction would be like happiness.
Yeah, I just start laughing. Some people are really funny.
Yeah. Laughter is contagious. Lucas, did you put everything? You don't have any reactions to sounds?
I did.
Yeah, him.
When my garage door opens,
What do you think?
well, I don't know, I have to take my dad's home,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know what mood he's in, so then that worries my mood.
Uh-huh.
So I just wanna say hi.
Yeah.
And I feel like